Hey guys, it's me again. When I get new products like an iPhone, a camera, or a MacBook, it's really important that I get to customize and personalize the device to match my needs and create the ideal user experience. For example, my phone always has custom icons with no labels because I don't like the clutter, and sometimes I just need something different from the stock iOS look. But today I want to tell you about an app store called Setapp. It's a subscription service for macOS that gives you access to a library of over 200 curated apps for one monthly fee. This is in no way an ad. I'm not affiliated with them. I'm not in connection to any app developer or you name it. It's just me. I just graduated college. I found Setapp along the way, and it's been crucial to my MacBook experience. There's just so many productivity and task management apps that I just cannot live without. So whether you're in college, you're a freelancer, you work from home, if you have a MacBook, this video is for you. Starting off with Clean My Mac X. Sure, they added that X to make it look cool. I don't know where that comes from. But when I got my Mac, I prioritized great specs over a huge hard drive, which I don't regret, but also I never have more than 5 gigabytes available on my hard drive. So take that as you will. But Clean My Mac has been a great help for managing my disk space and deleting old junk files, apps that I don't use anymore, or outdated cache files that I wouldn't even know where to find otherwise. So this is perfect for decluttering your Mac, and I love it. They even have an iPhone app creatively named Clean My Phone, I think. That one unfortunately doesn't really get into your individual app files, but it helps you clean your camera roll, which I'm sure we all need. I have like 23,000 photos, and a lot of those are duplicates. A lot of those are me taking 20 or 30 photos at a time. And those are both apps that otherwise you would have to pay individually, but through Setapp, it's all through that one subscription. So you're not going to even need something like Rocket Money to manage your subscriptions. It's unnecessary. You don't need something like that. You just subscribe to Setapp and you get all these apps in one subscription. Again, I'm not sponsored, I'm not affiliated. I'm just passionate about this kind of stuff. My biggest pet peeve in college was seeing other students, even professors, that are on their Mac all day, every day. And it's just so default. Like, nothing's customized. They have all the stock apps in their dock. It's just unnecessary. Remove the clutter, clean it up. You're not using the Numbers app. You're not looking at stocks. I have Spotify, I have Chrome, I have all my Adobe apps, because I use those every day, and just having them in the dock makes sense. But I don't really need my contacts. I don't need the dictionary app. I don't need the clock app. It's just unnecessary. You have the clock in your menu bar. What are you doing? Come on, guys. We can do better. If I'm spending a couple $1,000s on a laptop and leaving it default, not even changing the wallpaper, am I really a graphic designer, or am I just a poser? This one has a similar name. I have a feeling this might be by the same app developer. I honestly didn't do the research. I just used the app. But CleanShot X is a great app that I use every day. You can probably guess. It lets you take screenshots, whether that's of your full screen, of a window, a certain area. This is a great app that runs in the background, and it's just so useful. I used it all the time in college, especially on Zoom classes, taking a picture of their lecture so I can take notes, or even just sending screenshots to my friends. There's so many uses. You can screen record as well. You can take scrolling screenshots for really long websites. And if you want something in between, you can even do like a little screen recording that turns into a GIF. Yes, I said GIF. So say you're like trying to show your friend how to rename a file and they don't know. You can take just a little screen capture of that and then copy and send that as a GIF. And then it's just so easy. It's one of those things that once you have it, you can't live without it. A really cool feature that I like are the edits that you can make right away instead of cropping or editing later on in a different software. And it kind of works the same as the phone. When you take the screenshot, you get a little preview at the bottom corner of your screen. You can tap that and then start editing. If your screenshot has sensitive information in it that you don't want to include, you can also censor that with the little censor tool. Choose how it looks, little pixels, little blur, whatever you want. Again, it's just so easy to use, and little things like that really go a long way. Speaking of photos, I'm going to tell you about Squash. I use this a lot as a photographer that's always updating my portfolio. Squash is really great for mass watermarking and easily compressing them to a file size that I can upload. Because, you know, a lot of sites have file limits, whether you're trying to email or like me, upload them to my portfolio so I don't have these huge files slowing down my site. It's just so nice to be able to make all these adjustments to 20, 30 photos at a time and not doing it one by one. In the past, I've used janky websites that either eventually ask you to pay, they make you sign up right away, they have file size limits, so your file's too big and they can't even compress it for you because it's too big for them.
That's what she said. Or he said.
In the batch processing, it also lets you rename all the photos. It's a great all-in-one tool for photographers, for anyone that's managing a lot of photos. There's just so many hoops that you have to jump through using the online sites or different apps that Squash kind of squashes the competition. Next one I'm going to talk about is Mosaic. This is not an app that you kind of interact with much. It stays open in the background and changes your life. This is one that whenever I'm on a different Mac or a different computer, I miss it right away. Mosaic is a window management app that brings a native Windows feature over to Mac. It's just crucial for people that multitask. It provides a variety of layouts that you can apply to your windows. And you can click on a window, drag it to the top of your screen, and then it pops up this little grid that you can choose where you want the window. You can have a window like up here in the corner, and then one down here, and then one in here, and one in here. It would take forever to do that manually, but with Mosaic, it's effortless. It may sound silly, but it's definitely one of the top 3 on this list that I cannot live without. The next 2 are Bartender and AirBuddy, and I'm kind of grouping them like this because, again, they run in the background and you don't really think about them much, but they're very useful. So Bartender, it's a great name, helps you manage your menu bar at the top of your screen. Again, I'm a very minimal person. I don't like clutter. This lets you hide all the little app icons that otherwise would be in your menu bar. And especially when you're downloading a lot of apps from Setapp, a lot of them run in the background and you get those icons at the top and you don't want to see them all the time. So you can select which ones you want to see, which ones you want hidden, or which ones you want to show when you go to hover, or you can set up a hotkey. It's very customizable, great to declutter your menu bar, and it lets you focus on your work. So then AirBuddy, which you probably see in my menu bar, is an app that extends the iOS AirPod experience to the Mac. So it works on all your AirPods and Bluetooth devices, I believe. But with AirBuddy, when you open the lid of your AirPods case, you see the status right away. You see that little fun animation that you get on your iPhone or iPad. And then with a simple click, you're connected to your AirPods and ready to play. The app lets you know your battery levels of your AirPods and AirPods case, and even shows you the left or right. Again, this is a simple app that runs in the background, but it really changes your experience and makes it a little more fun. You don't have to go up to the Bluetooth menu, look for your AirPods, click on it. You don't have to do all that. You open your AirPods case, the animation pops up, you click it, and then you're connected. You're good to go. And that's the goal of this whole video, providing you with these tools to just simplify your workflow, make it easy, make it fun, make it personal. And lastly, we have Vivid. This is the most recent one that I've downloaded. It's really an absolute game changer, not so much for people like me that dock the Mac and then put it on monitors, but especially if you're working at a coffee shop or you're sitting outside. Vivid is sort of like jailbreaking your screen's brightness. You can surpass the limit that Mac sets, or even go below it if you're working in the dark and your screen's still a little too bright. I found this super useful sitting outside, especially when there's a nice day and you just don't want to be stuck in the room, but it's just too sunny and you can't even see your screen. But with Vivid, you can make your screen even brighter. I honestly, when I saw the preview for the app, I didn't believe it. So I downloaded it right away and I was shocked. If you have an older MacBook, if you have one that's not great with battery life or overheats, I would be a little cautious using this for a prolonged time. Mine, on the other hand, is a champ. Doesn't really overheat. The battery lasts all day, so I haven't had any problems with it, but I did notice that it drains a lot faster when using that peak brightness. But if you're going on the other end of the spectrum and making it darker, then you're probably gonna prolong your battery life, and your Mac's gonna thank you later. And that's it. These are just a few apps that I've used over the past few years. They all do a great job to enhance your workflow and improve your user experience on your Mac. So I hope you found this helpful. I hope you try it out. I think Setapp might even have a trial that you can use. I wish I had some kind of referral code and I would put that in. But I'm just a happy customer trying to share my little tech knowledge with you. So that'll wrap it up. There's more apps, more recommendations that I could probably give that didn't fit in this video. So if you enjoyed this and you want to see some more, please let me know. I will be sure to do that. This is very different content from what I've made in the past, but now that I'm outside of college, I want to make more videos that I am passionate about. So this does mark the end of the Mega X channel. It had a great run. We made a lot of hilarious videos between me and my friends, but it's just not me anymore. It's not the content that I can make every day and feel passionate about. That could change. Maybe I'll become a pro Fortnite player. I'm pretty close. But for now, I want to make more content about me, about my design work, about photography, technology, stuff like that. So if you're interested, hit that subscribe button. If you're already subscribed, that is awesome. I appreciate it. And yeah, thank you for watching. See you later.